My name is Dr. Samuel Hayes. I'm 72 years old, a senior health specialist, and I've spent over 4 decades working with older adults across the United States, helping them stay strong, independent, and full of life well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. But let me tell you something most doctors won't. There's a silent thief stealing the strength, balance, and confidence of millions of people over 50. It doesn't make headlines, and it often goes unnoticed until one day you can't open a jar, climb the stairs, or get up from a chair without struggle. That thief is called sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss. And I know it well, not just because I've studied it, but because I lived it. At 65, I was running a busy clinic, but at home, I was struggling. My legs felt weaker. I stopped doing yard work. I avoided long walks. One day, I slipped in the bathroom, and that moment scared me more than any medical diagnosis ever could. That's when I made it my mission, not just to help others fight muscle loss, but to rebuild my own strength. One step at a time. And here's the truth: you can reverse it. Whether you're 55, 70, or 85, your body still responds to the right habits, if you know what to do. In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop muscle loss, regain your strength, and feel young again, not with crazy workouts or pills, but with simple science-backed steps you can do at home. Let's begin. By the time we hit our 30s, our bodies begin to change in ways we barely notice. We naturally start to lose about 3% to 5% of our muscle mass every decade after age 30. And if we don't take action, that loss adds up fast. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, you might have lost up to 30% or more of your total muscle strength. And most people don't even realize it's happening until they fall or suddenly can't do the things they love. But here's what I want you to know. This is not aging. This is neglect. I've met 70-year-olds who still ride their bikes, climb stairs, tend to their garden, and joyfully chase after their grandkids. And I've seen others, same age, same number of candles on their birthday cake, who can't get out of bed on their own, need help using the restroom, or rely on a walker just to move around the house. What's the difference? It's not luck, it's lifestyle. The human body is remarkably resilient. With the right movement, the right food, and the right mindset, you can rebuild what time has tried to take away. You can improve your balance, restore your strength, and regain your independence, even if you're starting late. I say this as someone who almost gave up once. But instead, I decided to fight back. And now, I'm living proof that it's never too late to take control of your health. So if you're over 50, or if you love someone who is, I invite you to stay with me on this journey. In the next videos, I'll show you simple exercises, powerful foods, and daily habits that will protect your muscles, energize your body, and help you age with power and dignity. This is Dr. Samuel Hayes, and if this message resonates with you, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Click that red button below, because we're just getting started, and your strongest years may still be ahead of you. Let's take the next step together. Now that we understand the impact of muscle loss as we age, let's dive deeper into the root causes, because knowing the why is the first step to fixing the problem. The two biggest culprits behind muscle decline after 30 are, without a doubt, insufficient protein intake and lack of regular physical activity. You might think you're eating enough. But studies consistently show that many adults over 50 simply don't consume enough high-quality protein to maintain their muscle mass. Protein is the building block of muscle. Without enough of it, your body struggles to repair and grow muscle fibers. One landmark study published in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society found that older adults who consume at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily maintain significantly better muscle strength and function compared to those with lower protein intake. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, that's about 82 grams of protein each day, which is a bit higher than the standard recommended daily allowance. But crucial for muscle health in aging. But diet alone isn't enough. Physical activity, especially strength training, plays a critical role in preserving muscle. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that resistance exercises, like lifting weights or bodyweight training, stimulate muscle protein synthesis, helping your muscles grow stronger, even into your 70s and beyond. The problem is many people reduce their physical activity as they age, either due to fear of injury, health issues, or simply lifestyle changes. This inactivity accelerates muscle loss, leading to weakness, frailty, and increased risk of falls. But here's the good news. The body responds amazingly well to consistent exercise. No matter your age, a simple routine performed just 2 to 3 times per week can reverse muscle loss, boost metabolism, improve balance, and increase overall energy. I've spent decades working with seniors who've transformed their lives by focusing on these 2 pillars: eating enough protein and moving their bodies regularly. In upcoming videos, I'll guide you through practical ways to increase your protein intake with foods you enjoy and safe. Effective exercises tailored for every fitness level. As we continue, it's important to understand just how serious muscle loss, or sarcopenia, can be for older adults. This isn't just about feeling a bit weaker or noticing your clothes fit differently. The decline in muscle mass and strength has deep consequences for your overall health, independence, and quality of life. Muscle loss dramatically increases your risk of falls and fractures, which can lead to long hospital stays and even permanent disability. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among adults over 65. And a large part of that risk comes from weakened muscles that no longer support your balance and mobility effectively. But it doesn't stop there. Losing muscle affects your metabolism, making it harder to burn calories and maintain a healthy weight. It also impacts your immune system, leaving you more vulnerable to infections. Studies link sarcopenia to a higher risk of chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and osteoporosis. Beyond the physical effects, muscle loss can take a toll on your mental health. Reduced mobility often leads to social isolation and depression, which only further diminish motivation to stay active, a vicious cycle. So, how can you tell if you're losing muscle? There are some simple signs to watch for at home, and a few quick tests you can try. Difficulty rising from a chair without using your hands. If you find yourself needing to push off with your arms or struggle to stand up from a seated position, it may be a sign your leg muscles are weakening. Slower walking speed. Research shows that slower walking speed is a strong predictor of sarcopenia and future disability. Try timing yourself walking 10 feet, if it takes you more than 6 seconds. It's worth paying attention. Reduced grip strength. Grip strength is a surprisingly good indicator of overall muscle health. You can buy an inexpensive hand dynamometer online, or just notice if you're having trouble opening jars or holding objects firmly. Noticeable muscle loss. Check your arms and legs for visible thinning or loss of firmness compared to a few years ago. Clothing might feel looser in these areas. Frequent fatigue or muscle cramps after minimal exertion. This can mean your muscles are not as strong or well conditioned as they once were. If you recognize some of these signs, it's a clear signal to take action. For a more formal assessment, doctors often use tests like the timed up and go, tug, or dual energy X-ray absorptiometry, DEXA, scans to measure muscle mass and function accurately. But these simple home checks are a great starting point to raise your awareness. Remember, muscle loss is not an inevitable part of aging. You have the power to slow, stop, or even reverse it with the right lifestyle changes. The sooner you identify the problem, the easier it is to regain strength and maintain your independence for years to come. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayes, and I want you to know that recognizing these warning signs is the first vital step toward a stronger, healthier you. Now, here's the good news I want you to hold on to. Muscle loss is not a life sentence. No matter your age, your muscles have an incredible ability to regenerate and grow stronger, even after years of decline. Science and clinical experience prove that with the right approach, you can rebuild your strength, improve your balance, and reclaim the active life you deserve. You might be thinking, at my age, is it really possible to get my muscles back? Absolutely. Studies show that older adults who commit to regular strength training and proper nutrition can gain muscle mass and improve function significantly within just a few months. The key is consistent, targeted effort. So what can you do today? First, prioritize protein in your diet. Protein provides the building blocks your muscles need to repair and grow. Aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal. Think lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, or plant-based options like beans and lentils. Don't forget to spread your protein intake evenly throughout the day. Second, start moving your body with resistance exercises. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Simple activities like bodyweight squats, chair stands, resistance band exercises, or even lifting light weights can stimulate muscle growth. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week, gradually increasing intensity as you get stronger. Third, don't neglect cardiovascular activity and flexibility. Walking, cycling, and gentle stretching help improve blood flow, joint health, and overall stamina, supporting your muscle building efforts. And finally, stay consistent and patient. Change won't happen overnight, but every small step adds up. Track your progress. Celebrate victories. Whether it's climbing stairs without losing breath or lifting groceries with ease. And remember that each effort brings you closer to a stronger, healthier version of yourself. Now that you know muscle loss can be reversed, let me share some practical solutions to help you get started, step by step. First, nutrition is key, and one nutrient I want to highlight is leucine, an essential amino acid that plays a powerful role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis. As we age, our muscles become less sensitive to regular protein. But leucine helps wake them up and jumpstart repair. For many older adults, getting enough leucine from food alone can be challenging. That's why I often recommend a high-quality protein shake enriched with leucine designed specifically for seniors. These shakes are easy to digest, convenient, and packed with all the essential amino acids your muscles need to grow stronger. Next, let's talk about exercise. You don't need to be a gym rat to see results. Here's a simple yet effective program I've designed for anyone over 60. Chair squats, 2 sets of 10 reps. Stand up from a chair and sit back down slowly, focusing on using your thigh muscles. Wall push-ups, 2 sets of 10 reps. Face a wall and push your body away using your arms. This builds upper body strength safely. Seated leg lifts, 2 sets of 10 reps each leg. Sit in a chair and lift one leg straight out. Hold for 3 seconds, then lower it down, marching in place 2 minutes. This boosts cardiovascular health and warms up your muscles. Do these exercises 3 times a week to build strength gradually without risking injury. Finally, to keep you motivated and on track, I recommend trying the Strong Seniors app, a free and easy-to-use resource that offers guided workouts, progress tracking, and daily reminders tailored for older adults. It also provides nutrition tips and community support, so you never feel alone on this journey. Remember, I'm Dr. Samuel Hayes, and my goal is to empower you with the tools and knowledge to reclaim your muscle strength and independence. Start small, stay consistent, and lean on these resources. You're capable of more than you think. As we've explored today, the journey of aging doesn't have to mean surrendering your strength or independence. One of the most important lessons is that muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is not an inevitable fate. It's a challenge we can face head-on with the right knowledge. Nutrition and movement. What truly matters is taking small, consistent steps every day to care for our bodies and minds. Whether it's adding more protein to your meals, embracing gentle exercise, or simply believing in your ability to improve, these actions ripple out to enhance every part of your life, boosting confidence, energy, and the joy of daily activities. Remember, age is just a number, not a limit. You have the power to redefine what it means to grow older and to inspire those around you by staying active, curious, and engaged. Dr. Samuel Hayes here encourages you to view this as a new chapter filled with opportunity rather than restriction. Now, I want to hear from you. How has your experience with muscle health or aging shaped your life? Have you faced challenges or found solutions that worked well? Please share your thoughts, stories, or questions in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community where seniors lift each other up. If you found value in today's message, please like this video and subscribe to Senior Moments Matt for more insights, tips, and encouragement to live your best life after 60. Together, we can rewrite the story of aging stronger, healthier, and full of hope. Thank you for watching, and remember, your strength is your story. Let's make it one worth telling.